And I forgot to unmute myself again. Someday, I'm gonna figure that out. Hello. Welcome to the Void. Let me get this switched over here. There it is. Awesome. So today we are going to be playing Agatha Christie's The ABC Murders. I am a big Agatha Christie fan. I actually brought my copy of The ABC Murders right there. And I have a bunch of these books in this specific edition, the brightly colored ones with the very cheesy covers. So I do know who done it, but we are going to keep this stream spoiler free. So if you don't know who done it, you will hopefully be able to figure it out as we go along. And I'm just going to pop a little reminder in the chat. And I'll keep putting that up periodically. Yeah, so let's get started. I did start playing this game ages ago, and I didn't finish it. So I kind of know the mechanics. It's very cinematic, so there's a lot of talking, which, you know, that's typical of murder mysteries, I guess. So it should be just a pretty fun, chill game to go through together. So let's get going. And here is our detective over here, Mr. Hercule.
Some post for you, Poirot.
Mr. Hercule Poirot, you fancy yourself, don't you, at solving mysteries that are too difficult for our poor thick-head British police? Let us see, Mr. Clever Poirot, just how clever you can be. Perhaps you'll find this nut too hard to crack. Look out for Andover on the 21st of the month. Yours extra, A, B, C.
Oh, it's some sort of joke.
Maybe, but please remind me to inform Chief Inspector Japp.
Dun dun dun.
It's here, Poirot. The murder took place in this street. Grim place indeed.
Tout à fait, Hastings. The streets of Andover are in a terrible state.
Look, there's Chief Inspector Japp. He's talking with a policeman.
Let us try not to get our shoes wet.
All right, here we are. New objective, go and meet Japp. Click on a zone in the scenery to go there. Well, let's explore a little bit. Can I look at this poster? Missing cat. Oh, that's too bad. Alright, so we'll go down here.
Dash! A puddle. How clumsy.
You could have just walked on the sidewalk, dude.
Over here, it's Hastings and Poirot. You missed the 9 o'clock train?
We took the 10:30. Luckily, the service is good to Andover.
So, Chief Inspector, what do we have?
The victim is called Alice Asher. She owned this tobacco shop. She was killed yesterday with a blow to the back of the head.
At what time?
Let me just check.
Okay, so we have to do some observation on the characters. In this case, we're looking at Jap. Alright, we're looking for clues.
Is Jap being too relaxed? Let us find the clues that prove it.
Kind of looks like he lost his wallet. Slight smile, relaxed attitude, hat tipped proudly on the back of the head.
Jap is in a good mood. I bet he thinks he's already caught the culprit.
The last customer to see Mrs. Asher alive left her shop at 5:30. The body was found at around 11 in the evening by an officer doing his rounds. The shop door was open. That's what alerted him.
Had anything been taken?
A little tobacco maybe, but you'd hardly murder for a few smokes. There's nothing of any real value in the shop.
What type of woman was Mrs. Asher?
In her 50s, married but separated, no children.
Her husband?
Aha, Franz Asher, the husband. Alcoholic and violent. It's said that he regularly insulted his wife and threatened to kill her.
I mean, it's never the most obvious person, so...
A little too easy, don't you think?
You like complications, don't you? Well, this time you may be disappointed.
Peut-être. May I examine the crime scene?
Of course, old chap.
I'll be with you in a minute, Poirot.
Menu icons and inventory. Okay, so what's this? Is theft the motive for the crime? Here you are making Poirot's little gray cells work. The aim is to answer the questions he asks himself by establishing the links between the clues. Okay. The body was found, well, yes. All right, so we need to find more clues. And then here we have the journal, Alice Asher, 50 years from Andover. All right, that's all got in there. And what is this? Inspect the crime scene. All right, that'll make sense. Let's just look around a little bit. Oh, there was a person over here. Oh, maybe that was Hastings. Oh, there's a cat.
This place is run down.
Yes, it is. Empty shop for rent. Rubbish. All right. What? And crumbling shop fronts.
This is a really cutthroat neighborhood. Anyone could have committed the crime.
That's kind of a leap, Poirot. You can't just go from there's an empty shop to this is a cutthroat neighborhood. Really making assumptions here. Can I talk to that guy? Nope. Okay.
This fruit and vegetable shop has a front row seat, therefore an employee might have noticed something.
Okay, I guess we gotta go outside now. Oh, well, this is nice. Tobacco, 1 shilling. Cigarette, 3 shillings. I don't know what that would be. Just immediately try to steal money from the till. Objects hide secrets behind complex mechanisms. It's up to you to decipher them, and this is turning into the room. Observe the object from all angles by holding the click and moving the mouse. Zoom in. Yeah.
The till does not appear to have been touched. I have to check that nothing is missing from it.
Okay, so there's a little symbol here.
It would be best to examine the rest of the till.
Okay. Oh, so that's an 8. A 5.
Ah, a mechanism has just made a fan click.
8. 5. What did that do? Oh, can I just push the open button?
The till is full of money,
There we
but
go.
there is something strange.
8, 5.
Something is hidden underneath.
New Andover Bank. Okay, 852. Do I have to do, like, the math?
I need to find the code.
I have the code, Poirot. Chill out, dude. Okay. That was simpler than I thought.
This must be the key to the back of the shop.
Okay, use an object in the inventory, slide it onto an element in the scenery or a person. The objects that you stock in your inventory can also be examined. Alright, well, let's see what else we got.
Red liquid is oozing out. Is it blood?
That would be gross. Just bring human heart in a bag to the newsagent.
No, it's just some strawberries that are losing their juice. They probably come from the fruit and vegetable shop opposite.
Okay, what's this?
It's not just any railway guide. It's an ABC. It's open at the letter A. There are no prints on the book.
Like he just knows that. It's that Hercule Poirot knowledge. No prints. He knows it without even looking. Can we click on her? Okay.
This poor woman's head is resting in a very even-shaped pool of blood.
What does that mean?
This poor woman's head is resting in a very even-shaped pool of blood.
I guess that means she was just lying
I
there.
can't see any other mark on the floor. She has a packet of Play cigarette next to her hand. Did she drop it when she fell? The body is hidden by the counter and is not visible from the tobacco shop store. Many customers might have thought that Mrs. Asher had popped out. The body is hidden.
Yeah. Okay, what am I missing? I think I
can't see.
clicked on that.
She just has one wound on the back of the head. There are no other wounds or signs of a struggle.
Okay, so I missed something here. Oh.
The counter is covered with fingerprints all on top of one another. Unfortunately, it will not be possible to use them.
These are full-on handprints. What were people doing? Okay.
There are cigarette packets in a mess on the shelf.
Ooh, can I organize them?
There are cigarette.
Okay, I had a question that I needed to answer, I think. Okay, so was she killed on sight? Yes, there's the pool of blood, which means, you know, she was there bleeding. And I think we're missing a clue. And let's see. This we can answer because the till was full. So theft is not the motive for the crime.
The motive is definitely not financial gain. There is no sign of a struggle, and the till has not been forced or emptied.
Okay, can we answer any other questions? How do we explain the presence of the ABC guide? I mean, there is that. Letter signed ABC announcing the murder. And I think that's probably it. Let's see. Can we go over here? Yes. Ooh, what's this?
The place is unusually tidy for a crime scene.
Let's see what's in the news. Farmers will pay local expense of wheat slash plan and racing bills passed today in-house.
Nothing suggests any sign of a fight.
So, Poirot, any news?
So, an ABC guide with no fingerprints, but prints all over the counter.
Normally, the tobacco shop does not sell ABC guides.
Exact. Mon ami, could you have a word with the neighbors? Some may have seen something.
Of course, my friend, I'll do it straight away.
Okay, I feel like I could answer another question now. Is it this one?
Mrs. Asher was killed here. The absence of marks in the shop and the regular shape of the blood stains indicated beyond a doubt.
Okay, can we answer the last question?
The murderer deliberately left behind this ABC as a signature. The absence of fingerprints and the fact that it is open at letter A for Andover leaves little doubt.
I got 5 ego points. Go me. Okay, I think we can go in the back now.
The door is locked.
Yes, thank you, Poirot. You have the key in your pocket, dude. No, I don't. Oh my, that is a very interesting portrait. All right, let's look over here. Ooh, what is
Blood.
that?
Did Alice Asher suffer from nosebleeds?
Blood on your pillow in this era is not a very good sign.
An inscription in German. Souvenir of our honeymoon in the Black Forest. To my Alice forever, Franz Asher. The Ashers were a lovely couple when they were young.
I got 2 ego points. Okay, what's over here? Thinking.
Such a pretty decoration should be at the center of the motif to respect the symmetry.
We all know how much Poirot likes symmetry. Okay, so I need to get it to the center here. So it could be that one or it could be that one. I'm gonna guess it's this. What? Alright, let's... I can't turn this middle one, right? No. 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 Oh.
I heard a faint sound as if something was unlocked.
Yeah, the music is very ominous.
It is blocked.
Locked by what? Oh wait, did these come off? Okay, oh, here we go, we got a little code.
These drawings appear to be attached to the chest of drawers. They won't move.
So this one is upside down. This one is pointing to the left. Is it the bird or the placement? So this is a brown bird. I think it's that one. Yes. And this was a yellow and blue bird. Okay, so the placement's the same. This one's pointing up. Oh, there we go. Ta-da! 5 ego points. Ooh, laudanum.
Medicine. Laudanum-based cough medicine, Mrs. Asher, and Dover Morley Laboratory, London. It's strange to find such an elaborate medicine from a leading London laboratory in the home of such a modest woman.
Poirot, cut it out with the classism, dude. Do you see this elaborate puzzle cabinet she has?
From Mr. Adam Flint, Royal Bank, Eastfield Road, Andover. To Mrs. Alice Asher, 5 Bishops Road, Andover. Dear Mrs. Asher, further to your request of 12 February 1935, I have informed my superiors of your wish to apply for a loan to acquire the lease of the shop you rent from Mr. Fairfax. Despite the seriousness of your case, I regret to inform you that your request has been denied. The amount of your personal contribution, £11, is not high enough and represents too small a part of the final transaction. I remain at your disposal for any questions. Adam Flint. Mrs. Asher's meager savings were not enough for her to own the tobacco shop, but will largely cover her funeral costs.
Wow, Poirot. Wow. Great. Okay, let's look at this box.
What a strange box. It looks like you have to slide the slats of wood to open it.
This lady really loved her puzzle boxes. Does this one slide out?
It is blocked.
No. Does that one slide out? No. There we go.
This button appears to activate the mechanism.
Okay, what did that do? Here we go. Button. Button.
That should do it.
Oop, come on. Come on. There we go.
A necklace of bright blue stones. Who is this young woman? To my dear Aunt Alice, Mary Drower.
Have you found anything?
All the puzzle
The victim
boxes
has a
you
niece.
didn't open.
We must find her. I think I've looked everywhere here. Let us see if I can find any more information in the shop's surroundings.
Oh, of course, he's gonna primp.
This interior is very simple.
Modest crockery. Simple I mean, she's got running water. An old stove. What more do you need?
Mrs. Asher lived very simply.
Okay, let's see if maybe I can answer some more of these questions. Is it this one? No. This one? Nope. This one. Oh, I answered all of them. Okay, so now I need to inspect the shop's surroundings. Yeah, I mean, I feel like in this era, this is not bad. But what do I know? I'm not a historian. I mean, she has a whole place to herself. Even by today's standards, that's pretty great.
4p a letters, a lovely large letters, 4p only.
Oh, maybe that's what that is. It's not a P though. Hello, lady.
This woman appears to be a smoker.
What gave it away, Poirot? Was the cigarette in her hand?
She's a big smoker. She must have been a customer at the tobacco shop.
Man, Poirot, these... Just no one but him could come to these conclusions. Let's ask how much the lettuces cost.
How much are your lettuce, please?
A lettuce? That'll be 5 pence, kind sir.
Okay, so how much for 2?
And what if I take 2?
Well, 2 are 10 pence, so what do you want?
Nothing, thank you. They do not look very fresh. Did you know Alice Asher well?
And for starters, who are you?
I'm Hercule Poirot, the detective.
You're foreign, that's for sure, with your accent and your odd way about you. And you're here about Alice's murder, I suppose. Well, I've nothing to say to you.
Did you speak to the victim yesterday?
No, I never saw her.
Accuse her of making fun of me. I'm sure at some point in this, somebody's gonna call him French, because they always do.
Please try and help me, madame.
Why should I help you?
He's Belgian.
For your beautiful moustache? Heh. Come on, move along now. You're scaring away my customers.
Just buy
Please,
something.
do not be ridiculous.
I guess say she went in there. I guess she had to buy the cigarettes somewhere.
I know that you went to the tobacco shop yesterday.
Well,
Accuse her of murder. No, we're not gonna do that.
It is your duty to tell me if you saw something unusual.
who do you think you are telling me what to do? Get away from my stall!
Contemptuous just starts floating over her head.
A
What's
bottle of
this?
poor quality vinegar. The smell could awaken the dead.
Oh, okay, so she was lying about the lettuce price. Well, whatever. Girls gotta make a living. Can I talk to you again?
You again? I've nothing to say.
Nope. She does not want to talk to me. Come on, Poirot.
Strawberries, 6 pence a pound!
Oh, okay.
Hey, Poirot. Is the greengrocer causing trouble? I'll sort her out.
Oh, great.
No, please, leave her, Chief Inspector. I'll get her to talk later.
I found the victim's niece. She's waiting for you in the back of the shop.
Thank you, mon ami. I'll question her.
Nope, nope. What was she doing when she was killed? Why can I not click on that? Oh, can I talk to him? Nope. Okay, so... Can we reduce the time range for her murder? I don't know. We'll come back to that. What was she doing when she was killed? Well, she was holding cigarettes. And she was hit in the back of the head. And I guess the packets were in a muddle.
The murderer probably pretended to be a customer. He hit the shopkeeper from behind as she turned around to serve him.
Oh.
Jap had the body removed out of respect for the victim's niece. His attention is commendable.
I mean, she's clearly very upset. Be nice, Poirot.
is her grief sincere?
They really changed her character in the BBC. I think it's BBC. The made-for-TV movies with David Suchet. Her character is like totally different in that.
She appears to be very upset. She's dressed in mourning. She looks fragile.
Demand that she stops crying. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to be mean.
You were very fond of your aunt, am I right?
She was the only family I had since my mother died.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume that the inheritance is for her.
If you are her only relative, you will be the only one who inherits.
Sir, my aunt was poor. And in any case, I'm not interested in any legacy.
My apologies. I see that you mean what you say.
Okay. Let's see if she was afraid of her husband.
Was your aunt afraid of her husband?
He shouted a lot, but she wasn't afraid of him. Why, he used to slink away when she turned on him. He was afraid of her, if you like.
Ask if she was all right.
Did your aunt enjoy good health?
She had a bad throat, but she was well cared for by a doctor in London.
Does Franz Asher work?
All he's done for years is drink and gamble, but he used to be a very good cabinet maker.
What does he live on?
My aunt used to give him 5 shillings a week.
So he must have made all these fancy puzzle boxes.
Why did she support such a goods for nothing?
He was a husband. She couldn't leave him with nothing.
I understand. You have been of great assistance, mademoiselle. Please take this young lady home.
My pleasure.
Well, this Franz Asher does not seem to be quite so dangerous as Jap says. And since Alice Asher gave him money regularly, it was not in his interest to kill her.
She just walks out of the room weeping. Okay. Yeah, he wouldn't kill. She gave him money, so he wouldn't kill her. Find him. That sounds like Jap's job, not mine. Oh, well, that worked.
We have to wait for him to sleep it off. He's all yours, Poirot. There are a few things I need to check.
There must be some way of sobering him up.
I wonder what his wife used to do. He must have scared the customers away.
Look at what he dropped. Okay.
A box of new stockings.
What is
It's
this?
Alice Asher's notebook. Ah, that's interesting. It probably contains information about our possible debtors and creditors.
Oh.
Bodley. The fruit seller has debts too. She will probably be more cooperative thanks to this piece of information.
Right there.
Mary Drower was telling the truth. Mrs. Asher regularly gave money to her alcoholic husband.
Okay, so now we can go talk to the uncooperative fruit lady. Say, hey, tell the truth. Poirot, let it go. Oh,
I
no,
am
that's not what I
accusing you
wanted to
of the
click.
murder of Mrs. Asher.
What? It wasn't me!
No.
According to the victim's
Yeah,
account book,
surprise.
you owed her £10 for tobacco and magazines.
That's a lie. She owed me £1. I swear.
Okay, that was intentional. We're shocking her. I definitely didn't misclick. You know, we're going for the make it seem worse than it is.
Now, please be so kind as to explain this.
Look at my account book. Alice owed me £11 for fruit and vegetables. I may have had a slate at her shop, but she had one at mine. She owed me £1. And that reminds me I have to get it back from her niece.
That is quite enough. Your account book has saved you, but I might ask Chief Inspector Japp to throw you in the cells for 1 or 2 nights while he checks your entries. Do you want to go to prison?
Prison? Now that's not fair. I haven't done nothing.
In that case, I am counting on your full collaboration.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir.
No.
Listen, I didn't kill Alice, I swear. But it's true that I did go to the shop yesterday.
At what time?
6 o'clock. She left me a note saying she wanted some strawberries if I got some. I received them late, about 6. So I took them over to her.
But you did not see her.
She wasn't in the shop, so I just put the strawberries on the counter and left.
I feel like Poirot is really kind of mean. He's usually like, I don't know. I feel like he usually tries to use flattery to get people to talk, but maybe it's just the choices that I'm making. Okay, what did you see?
Did you see anything unusual in the shop?
No. Well, maybe one thing. There was a railway guide on the counter. Alice didn't sell them. Maybe it's the customer who left it there.
You were not allowed?
I thought Alice had just gone to get her medicine from her room and that she'd be straight back.
You mentioned medicine.
Something for her cough. She used to take it a lot.
Who do you think killed her?
France. Her scoundrel of a husband. He was always after her for something. Well, he's a foreigner. Sorry, sir. What I mean is he's German. That's even worse.
Did you see Franz Asher enter the tobacco shop late yesterday afternoon?
Well, no. But at that time of the day, the streets are packed, and I have better things to do than watch her shop.
Okay. So we know that she came into the shop. Yes. Okay. Ooh, give me this. Can I have the vinegar?
I'll just borrow your bottle a moment.
Take it. It's what Alice used to sober up her husband. But try not to empty the bottle.
Oh, everybody's in here. Okay. So we're just gonna dump that on him. Wake up!
Mes amis, I can say without a doubt that poor Mrs. Asher was killed between 5:30 and 6.
Killed when the street was packed with people. That's rather bold.
I've been talking to the neighbors, and
No one's seen anything? Or rather, it's anything and everything. Am I wrong?
no.
Yeah. We must grill this villain Asher before he falls asleep again.
Not how you spell villain. Okay, yeah, let's observe.
This man is in rather a bad state.
Bloody lip, black eye. Ooh, torn jacket.
This man has been fighting and he smells of alcohol.
Oh, okay. Oh, what do we want to do? What do we want to do? There's so many options. Let's just jump right in. We're gonna accuse him of threatening his wife.
We know that you threatened to kill your wife, Asher.
So what? You shouldn't take things so seriously, sir. Nothing but empty threats. We didn't get on all that badly.
So, if things were going so well with your wife, why did you not live with her?
She was the one that left. Nothing to do with me, sir.
Yeah, you did ill-treat your wife, dude.
You can't have treated her very well for her to run away.
No, sir, no. I wouldn't say I'd ever laid a finger on her, but it was only normal. She was my wife.
Are you often involved in fights?
I don't know what you mean.
Hypocrite. God, I wish we had that in real life. Just anytime anybody says something, just words pop up over their head. Hypocrite.
Asher, look me in the eye and tell me that you were in a fight.
I'm looking. No, I wasn't in a fight.
You are right. Looking at the state of you, you did not defend yourself. So someone gave you a good beating.
Burn.
A beating? No way. All right, he tore my coat and gave me a black eye. You see the state of him.
Very interesting. Who is the other that you struck?
Probably best if I tell you everything. Yesterday afternoon, I met Roderick Tanner. We'd bet on a dog fight together.
An illegal bet, naturally.
Yes, sir. Our dog won. Roderick got the money, but he refused to give me my share.
And you fought about it. What time was this?
He doesn't
In the evening,
know.
about 6, I think. We were on the other side of town. You see, I couldn't have killed my wife.
Yeah, and he seems so broken up about it.
Asher's alibi appears to be confirmed. All the same, I'm going to call and check that he did have a fight with this Tanner on the afternoon of the murder. You can never trust this sort of chap.
One thing is certain, Asher was a ruffian who used to beat his wife.
But he's not very educated. It certainly was not him who wrote the letter signed ABC. Let's resume, Hastings. We know the murderer pretended to be a customer. He did not kill her for money, that appears to be certain.
I agree with you on that point.
And the murderer left an ABC guide as a signature. Therefore, it's likely he wrote the letter.
Indeed, but that doesn't explain why and how he did it.
You are quite right. Why he did it is a mystery. But as for how he did it, we do know enough to try and reconstruct the events.
I always like that line of defense. No, it wasn't him. He's too stupid. Select the actions that the killer may have executed. Oh, this music is very ominous.
The killer enters the shop. Mrs. Asher turns around to greet her customer.
Okay. Ask.
The murderer asks her for some tobacco. She turns her back to him. He seizes the opportunity to strike her.
I'm assuming that means turn around the book This is very dark, though. We're gonna
He
turn
then
it
places
around.
the ABC upside down before leaving. Everything appears to match the crime scene, mon cher Hastings. That is exactly what happened.
Bum 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 bum.
Asher has a strong alibi and we don't have any other suspect. But what was the point of this crime?
She had no debts. She gave Franz Asher money regularly. She wasn't owed money. Nobody stood to gain anything.
No doubt about it, the murderer is insane.
And I fear that we had not heard the last of him.
I hope you're wrong for once.
Bien, let's go back to London. If we hurry, we should catch the 7:02 train. Are you coming?
No, unfortunately, I have to talk with Andover police.
See you soon, then. Are you coming, Hastings? Let's go home. There's nothing for us here.
I really cannot tell Hastings and Jap apart, other than like the color of their suit.
Well, do you have any idea about the killer's identity?
The crime was committed by a man of medium height, with red hair and suspicious eyes. He has a slight limp on the right foot, and a wart just below his shoulder blade.
What?
Poirot!
Mon ami, what do you want? You fix upon me a look of dog-like devotion and demand of me a pronouncement à la Sherlock Holmes. Now for the truth. I do not know what the murderer looks like, nor where he lives, nor how to set hands upon him.
What shall we do, then?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Do not be so impatient, Hastings. The killer will manifest himself soon enough.
I thought I heard the postman. Maybe there's some news.
I would go and see.
That crocodile in the background. There is an episode in the TV show that it just is all about Hastings bringing that thing back for Poirot and Poirot hating it. That's really funny. That is a great touch.
Dear Mr. Poirot, well, what do you think? I believe that I won this round. The end of our affair went like clockwork, don't you feel? But the fun has only just started. I would like to draw your attention to Bexhill-on-Sea on the 25th of this month. We're having a crazy time. Best wishes, ABC.
I actually think it is this episode. Is that in the book? Where he brings
The next crime will be in Bexhill. We must warn Jap to Scotland Yard.
Did the letter indicate anything that might help the police?
To be honest, I think we can already guess something about the next victim. But I need to think about it a little more.
Yeah, it is this episode. That's funny. Yeah, it's not in the book, so that must be a nod directly to the TV show. Okay, I wasn't paying attention. What am I supposed to do? Compare the new letter with the first one. Okay, I can do that. Thinking.
Let us examine this more closely.
There's the
Certain characters in
I.
the two letters may have similar defects.
The A.
Yes, the A appears to be quite unusual.
And the I.
Yes, this I is weird.
What else? What else?
Let us examine the characters in this word. Let us examine the characters in this word. Let us examine the characters in this word.
I don't get what it's asking me to do. A-R-E.
Nothing to report for these characters. Let us examine another word. Let us examine the characters in this word.
What is it asking me to do?
Let us examine the characters in this word. I don't see anything in particular. Let us look at another word. Dear Mr. Poirot, well, what do you think? I believe
No, you don't.
we're
need to-
having a crazy time. Best wishes.
This is what I get for not paying attention for 3 seconds. I think we're good. I think we're good here. No! We're not good here. I got the
Yes,
A.
the A appears to be quite unusual. That's right. The
Oh.
A characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects.
Yep.
I have to find some other similar defects to confirm my theory.
I gotcha, Poirot. I gotcha.
Yes, this I is weird.
It is weird.
Yes, the I characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. I have to find some other similar defects to confirm my theory.
Do we, though? Oh, the W.
The W is not printed properly. Of course, the W characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. My theory was right. These two letters were written with the same typewriter.
Well, couldn't the...
Both letters were written on the same typewriter and show the same characteristics.
You surprise me, Poirot. You usually ignore material proof.
But there is nothing usual about this case, Hastings. Nothing must be overlooked. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
The killer could have used 2 different typewriters. That's all I'm saying. What can we guess about the next victim? They start with the letter B.
So, Poirot, have you found something?
Oui, I believe so. But I am afraid it is not enough to stop the murderer. Let us go and see Chief Inspector Japp. I will explain there.
Alright, let's explore Poirot's apartment a little bit. Ooh, I can turn the fan on.
Ah, some cool hair.
I got an ego point for that. It's too bad Miss Lemon isn't in this. Hastings... I don't know, I can't read that.
Andover, Hampshire, population 31,200 inhabitants.
I love that. I think they don't call it... He calls it a catamaran or something like that. I don't know what that is. Let's Google it. No, that's not right. He calls it something else in the show. Let's observe
No doubt
Hastings.
about it. Hastings is going bored.
Well, Poirot dyes his hair, so...
It may be time to go to Scotland Yard.
Yeah, I know. At least that's implied. What are we looking at? Are we primping? I think we're primping. Yes, get those ego points. Go ahead and primp. A little curl. Okay, now we go.
It may be time to go to Scotland Yard.
Yeah. Alright, let's go.
To Scotland Yard, please.
Man, these worlds are so fleshed out, but you can't really click on anything. Ooh, let's look at all of Jap's medals over here.
Jap has invested a great deal in his career.
Shooting trophy, 1 billion medals, and a certificate.
Jap is an investigator greatly respected by his peers.
But not by Poirot. Okay. Ooh, there's a map.
Alice Asher was murdered in Andover, the ABC killer's first murder. London. I really like this city. One thing is certain, you never get bored here.
Okay, what else can we look at?
Jap's interview room. Many cases have been solved in this little office.
Alright, let's talk to Jap. Let's see what's going on.
Jap appears to be snowed under.
Cup of cold tea, phone off the hook. Papers everywhere.
Jap appears to already be overloaded with work. My news is not going to improve matters. Bonjour, Chief Inspector. I am afraid we have some bad news. I have just received another letter signed ABC. The next crime will be on the 25th in Bexhill-on-Sea.
Are you completely sure it's from the same person?
I have compared the two letters. There is no doubt about it.
I suppose you think he's going to carry out his threats.
I fear so.
Good God, Poirot. Bexhill is very busy at this time of year, and we have no idea who the next victim will be.
It's not a catamaran, it's a caiman. Or a... yeah. Caiman. They're small-sized crocodilians. I just think it's funny they put it in there. Okay, we know it's gonna start with a B.
I suspect that the name of the second victim will start with B.
What on earth makes you think such a thing?
I thought about it when I saw the name Asher clearly written over the shop door of the unfortunate woman who was murdered in Andover last month. When I received a letter mentioning Bexhill, I deduced that the victim, like the town, might have been chosen by alphabetical order.
So, it's an alphabet fiend. I'm going to have a list drawn up of all the people whose name starts with B. I hope there aren't too many of them.
Yeah, not
we
too
should
many.
leave you to work, Chief Inspector.
Not too many.
You have a few days to prepare yourself.
Thank you for coming, my friends.
I mean, who really? Whose name starts with B? Like, nobody. There's like no names that start with B.
Chief Inspector Jap, your call does not bode well.
Indeed, we have just found the body of a young woman on the beach in Bexhill. An ABC was placed on the body.
We'll be there as soon as possible.
Bexhill is a delightful town. It would be nice to come back and visit.
I do not entirely agree. Walking at the beach damages my shoes, and it hurts my knee.
So the years have not spared you, my friend. It's the same for all of us.
That is exactly what I said to myself when I saw you back from your travels.
Poirot!
Do not be offended, Hastings. I can see Japp waiting for us. And from his face, I would say that things are not looking good.
What's this? Look at the bushes.
Bexhill seems to be a pleasant little town.
Water bunker. We got boats. We have the beach. Got some nice beachfront
Bexhill is a pretty little
houses.
seaside resort with elegant architecture. Although, personally, I prefer more modern buildings.
Okay, what can we look at now? Oh, I can apparently just leave. Come on. Oh, he doesn't have a cane. That might have been a pain to animate, I guess. Ginger Cat Restaurant. That's a pretty cool name. I'd go there.
With all these tourists, these shops must be thriving.
Alright, well, let's go down to the beach and see what we got.
We should have the courtesy to go and see Chief Inspector Japp before examining the crime scene.
Couldn't have told me that before I walked all the way over here.
How do you do, gentlemen?
Chief Inspector?
I fear your admirer has struck again, Poirot. We haven't yet identified the victim, but it's a young woman, 20 to 25 years old. Death occurred last night between 11:30 and 1 o'clock, and we found an ABC guide on the body.
Was she pretty?
Come on,
Not
Poirot, that's
relevant.
rather out of place. It has no bearing on the murder.
Are you certain? For women, it is often the most important thing. It often decides their destiny.
Wow.
The body hasn't been moved. You can see for yourself.
Has the press been informed?
Not yet, but I'm planning to. I haven't yet informed them about the presence of the ABC guide in Andover.
Nobody has reported a young woman missing?
Not for the moment.
No witnesses, I imagine.
Indeed. We've asked everybody who may have met a young woman fitting her description last night to come and see us, but I have little hope of gaining anything from it.
It's early days, Chief Inspector, and the news may not have spread around the town yet.
I hope you're right, Hastings.
Well, Poirot just really...
There is no doubt about it. Bexhill has one of the most beautiful beaches in the area.
full of interesting opinions.
There is no doubt about it. Bexhill has one of the most beautiful beaches in the area.
Dude, go look at the body. Why doesn't she have shoes on?
The young woman wasn't wearing shoes or a coat, and was not carrying a bag. That's strange. Either the murderer stole her belongings, or she put them somewhere safe. Maybe so that she could bath.
Bath? I like the pattern on this dress. It's cool. It's like mermaid scales. Okay.
A braided silk belt. It may have belonged to the victim.
Alright, here's our ABC guide. Great Central Railway official ABC timetable, including the an original tale told in the train by the Tattler to enjoy traveling.
The guide is open as the page for the Bexhill train times.
Well, he did warn us.
This key is too small to be one for a house. Without a doubt, it is for a padlock. These marks have been left by a rope or a braided cloth. She was a great beauty. Strange that chap didn't notice it.
First of all, he was probably worried about the fact that she was murdered, and secondly, she was strangled. Whatever, we're gonna ignore that. Yeah, Poirot is really full of interesting opinions right now.
Apart from the marks on her neck, there are no signs of the struggle. She didn't manage to hit her assailant. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
How was the victim killed? Oh, no, that's not... I don't think that's relevant.
The poor child must have been strangled with his braided belt. Unfortunately, in view of the fabric, it is unlikely that we will find any prints. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Okay, what are the common points between the murders? The ABC guide. Poirot, they sent you a letter telling you who it was and that they were going to do it. Of course, they're the work of the same murderer. Why doesn't it like that? Okay, whatever. I don't understand that.
The medical
evidence,
officer
but...
should confirm that the victim was strangled with her own belt.
That's what I thought. She shows the usual signs of strangulation.
With a little luck, we'll find prints this time.
You are too optimistic, Hastings. Our killer is far too meticulous for that.
Okay, we have to identify the victim. Did I pick up the key? I did, and it's got a 6 on it, right? 6. Okay, so I'm assuming we're gonna go over here. Yeah, that's flipped around. That's not a very secure way to hide your your code. This is the equivalent of a sticky note under your keyboard.
A dual locking padlock. I need to find the code and then insert a key.
I have the code. Whoop. Come on, here we go. I got ego
It
points.
definitely was here that the victim left her belongings. The purse is full. Yet again, we can dismiss theft as the motive for the murder. Here is the watch she must have removed to prevent it from getting wet. A top-brand lipstick. She liked to take care of her appearance.
Just like you, Poirot.
As well as a photo of the victim with some company. It could be useful to me.
All right. Betty's first day at work.
Betty's first day at work. Mom is very proud of you. Elizabeth Barnard, 7 August 1931. So, the young lady did have a name starting with B, and she worked as a ginger cat, an establishment that must be slightly further along the beach.
We were there, Poirot. And I want to go there. It's such a great name for a restaurant.
Jap has gone to the police. The victim has been identified and her family had reported her disappearance. She was called?
Elizabeth Barnard, mainly Betty. She worked as a ginger cat at the cafe slightly further along the beach.
But Poirot, how on earth?
Never
Little
mind.
Grace
Do you have her
Evans.
address?
Yes, she lived with her parents on the street leading to the beach, number 22. Shall we go?
You are far too impatient, Hastings. Let the poor people take in the news first. Let us go and visit the cafe where Betty worked.
Yes, let's go to the cafe. Let's get a cup of tea, maybe a scone. Maybe they have clotted cream. Out of my way, Hastings. You walk too slow. What am I looking at?
Could it be the same buildings as on the victim's photo?
Dude, it says Ginger Cat right there. What are we doing? I feel like he does not need this much confirmation. Yes,
This is definitely where the photo I found in the hut was taken.
Good job. Good job, Poirot.
This is definitely where
Yep.
the photo
Yep.
I found in the hut was taken.
Yep. Why can I
This
not
is definitely
click?
where the photo I found in the hut was taken.
Okay, I figured it out. It's a little finicky there.
I'll be with you in a minute, gentlemen.
Oh, we got a jukebox.
What a pity. I don't have any change to make it work.
Oh, that's right. Poirot does not jingle.
Something tells me that she's the owner of the ginger cat.
You're really stretching here, buddy. Oh, red hair. Okay.
This woman must be the owner of the ginger cat.
Those lamps are
Looks
so
like
cool.
something is bothering her.
How can I help you?
A hot chocolate and a tea for my friend, please.
I'll bring it straight away.
Let's just snoop behind the counter while she's gone.
I need to know the time range during which Betty was working on her own.
Let's see, 11.
Where is Betty?
Right there.
Betty worked from 11 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. Would she have been alone at any time during her service?
Yes.
Interesting. Betty was alone between 5 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. Who did she serve? Betty worked from 11 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. Would she have been alone at any time during her service?
Yes. How would I know who she served, though? Oh, tickets.
These are the different waiting staff's bills. Which ones were written by Betty?
Okay, let's take a look. So we know she was here from 2 to 5, or she was here until 7. From 5 to 7, she was alone. So probably this
This
one.
bill may have been written by Betty. There is probably another one.
Okay. This looks similar.
Betty wasn't serving on her own at these 2 times. Let's keep searching.
This one?
Most probably a family. This bill may have been written by Betty. There is probably another one.
This one. One Whiskey White Horse.
Most probably a single man, a whiskey lover. Maybe the murderer? Betty served a family and a man on his own, a whiskey drinker. Maybe the murderer. This information will help me to progress.
But, gentlemen, what are you doing?
Very legit question.
We are searching for clues, mademoiselle. My name is Hercule Poirot. I am a detective, and this is Captain Hastings. Does Betty Barnard work here?
That is correct. She should have been here a while ago. Punctuality is the first rule of politeness.
I fear that Miss Barnard will not be coming today. She has just been found, dead, on the beach a few hundred meters from the cafe.
How awful. Poor young thing. What happened?
She appears to have been murdered.
This is most distressing. How this will affect my business, I shudder to think.
It's all about you.
What can you tell us about Miss Barnard?
Nothing, absolutely nothing. Miss Barnard was my employee. Her private life was none of my business.
You did know at least that she had a young man.
Indeed.
This photo was found. Is this him?
Yes, that's him all right. But I haven't seen him for some time.
Say that young people no longer have morals. I mean, she might take to that, I guess. Sure, let's try it. Maybe that'll, get a reaction out of her.
I find young people today very hard to understand.
You needn't tell me that. A few weeks ago, they argued just outside the cafe. Imagine what my customers must have thought.
Kids these days. Why did they argue?
Do you know the reason for their dispute?
I'm not on those sort of terms with my staff. Now, please excuse me, I have work to do.
The customer who ordered the whiskey might provide us more information. He may have been the last one to see Betty alive.
Just yell it in front of
It
the
is an
suspect,
interesting idea,
Hastings.
Hastings. Maybe he is a regular guest. What do you think, mademoiselle?
I don't think so. Our regular guests tend to order tea and cakes. At this time of the year, there are a lot of tourists about you never see again.
That's what I thought. Time to visit Betty's home.
Okay. I think I'm gonna call it quits here for the night. I plan to be back Thursday, and at that time we will go ahead and interview. Well, we'll finish exploring in here, and then we'll go interview Betty's family. So, thanks for hanging out. I hope that you have a great rest of your evening, and I will see you on Thursday for some more Hercule Poirot, and we'll try to figure out who committed these heinous crimes. Let me just quit here real quick. All right. I will see you later. Have a great night.